And the Golden Gophers will put total leather and will get started. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, in the middle of the season. You can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about
running free. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to buy time. He'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Kane. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Gonna run it. It's Harris. Makes a pass to Marker. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa!
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them. And you saw one right there. That time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This rivalry between Iowa and Minnesota even predates Floyd of Rosedale. Goes all the way back to 1891, guys.
crazy to think about a rivalry going that far. And it's passed down, and the uniforms changes, and the names change, but it's so cool, the history of this intact, people keeping track of the records, and it means something to those players back then and to these now. Yeah, tradition, that's one of the things that makes college football the greatest sport in the world. And the fact that you get to have these trophy games, Floyd of Rosedale, are you kidding me? This is a game you've got to tune into.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They feed him again. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Using the quick game. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing. Is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota! Did he just scorch that defense with that that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 39 after a good return on that one. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab at the 10. And he's slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And right down the middle. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Lincoln. Gets it out fast. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for first.
Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Going with the ground game left. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the touchdown. Golden Gophers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has the ball back on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if You have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Wants to fire on second down. Got his man. Oh, he got loose. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Grabbed behind the line, it's Harris. Past the 40. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
And the Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moon. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they're having none of it.
Looking for the goal line. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Motion from the back. From the gun. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Iowa! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking downfield, it's Lincoln. Here's the pressure. Got rid of it just in time. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense. He's going for it all. Makes the catch on the left. There he goes. The 10. Touchdown, Minnesota. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Looking to throw on first down. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Inside the 25. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop him. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Got enough space. Touchdown, Hawkeye. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge edge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to get physical. They're pulling the backside guard on that play. He completely whiffs, though, and misses his block, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. With the catch, it's Jones. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Golden Gophers will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, 1st down and more. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it
breaks into the open. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Defense holds their ground, pick up of a yard. It's at the 26.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out a little bit.
To the air, it's Lincoln. It's complete to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Boy, these offenses are just making it look easy.
Defense optional in college football nowadays. So many weapons, so much speed on the field, so hard to defend. Defense, I don't know how you play it. I really don't. Just try to get a stop, beg for one, please.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bringing it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Moving away from pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
Stepping to the right. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Takes an easy completion. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch near the 50. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll give it to the back. Makes one man miss.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles. that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Golden Gophers will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Caught over the middle. It's Slater. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught behind the line. It's Harris. Turning it on. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Well, this defense is being challenged in the secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle on offense.
It's complete. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Lincoln. It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down did a nice job of it.
Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Kennick is having a connection fit to try to help the knee on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
And the Golden Gophers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Got it! Touchdown, Minnesota! And that one will give them the lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They'll leave it with him. Picks up the first down. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Creates a little space. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Quickly out to the tight end. broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Iowa. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. They're the defenders. I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. James Madison is making it look easy today. A special performance that would make the 4th president of the United States proud. They're up 14 over Old Dominion. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
To the air, it's Lincoln. Gets it to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
They're 3 for 4 on 4th down in this one, and they'll try it again. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
What a day it's been on the ground for these 2 guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Lincoln. The short hands, it's Jones. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
In these situations, 3rd and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushers loose. Go get that QB.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. Got room to work. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Kane. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Using his feet to buy time. Throwing on the run. Catch and stride inside the 15. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quarterback moving. He caught it! Touchdown, Hawkeye! They move on top here in the 4th.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. It's complete. Makes to grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up-tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
It's complete to the right. Tripped up for the tackle.
Well, this left-handed quarterback, he drills throwing on the run to his right a lot in practice for situations just like that, and it paid off there.
The Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And in this game, this guy has shown you why he's one of the best in the country. He has so much ability at the running back position. Speed, quickness, the ability to break tackles, unbelievable vision. Already now with 150 yards rushing, the defense has no answer for him. They've got to find a way to slow this guy down.
This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Under fire. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you've got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked up.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. Looking to throw, it's Lincoln. Here comes the heat. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. Now, I'm going for it on fourth down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing. But I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket, I can attack the whole field. I just got to focus in on the yardage to get this fourth down and move the sticks.
Right on the money. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Gets it past the marker. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to get the corner. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just
running over the middle. The 20. Once upon a time, these two played for a live hog, but Iowa will have to settle for the legendary, the beautiful Floyd of Rosedale trophy. That's going to do it from here. For David...